What's going on, guys? I figured I'd give you guys the review on this Honda commercial 36 model. Let me remember. I believe it's 7113. These came in two different models. The 36 and 48 came in the 7113 or 7013. I believe 71's belt drive and 70 is hydrostatic, twin hydro. But mine's not hydro. It's belt driven. See, well, you really can't see it, but the cool thing is that it has two transmissions, one right there and one right there, and they work independently, but you know, at the same time together. The reason I got it is because of the levers. Of course, this is forward and this is reverse right here. You gotta squeeze down on this, and there's one side and here's the other side, and then here's your controls, throttle, choke, to engage the blades, 4 speeds, and it only has 481. When I got it, it said 479. So as you can see, I used it a little bit, less than 500 hours. And then it has the brake here too. It's a brake. And it's a 13 horsepower engine, Honda engine, of course. And now, and a big, I think it's like a 4-gallon. It's not a 5-gallon, it's 4-gallon, I think. Yeah, it's a 4-gallon because the one on the Bobcat's 5-gallon and it's bigger than that. But and this one has a mulch plate on it, as you can see. And I mean, it's in good condition. It just has this right here, the smoke when they had this all the time, most of the time like that. So after a while, it builds up right there. And there was a couple problems when I got it from the guy. He said that the deck wouldn't adjust, but I found the problem that this wasn't on. This was basically knocked off, so I just put it on both sides and it was fine. So that was one. And the other thing is this tire, this one right here, doesn't air up. And a cool thing is how you adjust the deck height, and it's basically like this. Well, you gotta have two hands, but you just push this down and hold on, let me see if I can. I can't. Well, hold on. I'm not gonna let it. There you go. See, you push it down and it clicks down there, and you just adjust the height you want it. And that's pretty cool. And then it also has right here to adjust it too. And he said the tires were new. They just look a little wore because he didn't run it for about 6 years. Then he got a new shop and he had to turn it on last year, so hasn't been used much. and it took me like 2 weeks to get it. I emailed him. Well, he had a phone number. It was on Craigslist. He had a phone number, and it was disconnected. And then I emailed him and told him that, you know, the number wasn't right. He said it was. So I just gave him my number and told him to call me. But this was over like a 4-day period of him emailing me back and forth. And then he finally called me, and I was like, whoa, you know, let me come look at it. And then he was like, all right. So we scheduled for the next day. I called him, and he said he couldn't. And then I was like, all right, well, we made another arrangement for a couple days later, and he couldn't again. And then, you know, 2 or 3 days later, and he couldn't again. So this went on for about 2 weeks of between me emailing him and calling him and trying to get him out. Was about 2 weeks until finally I told him, listen, I'm gonna go get the mower today or not. And he finally met up with me. He was a pretty nice guy, and he let her go. So that's the story behind this one. And like I said, this is what the only reason I got it was because of this, or else I wouldn't have got it. Oh, and these were close together, but I cut them and put these back on because they would rub. But yeah, that's it, and see you guys on the next one.